All right, let's talk Hyperforce. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Josh. How is everyone doing? Good? We are excited to present Hyperforce Assistant as well as admin's guide to how to confidently upgrade to Hyperforce using Hyperforce Assistant. My name is Sam Sharaff. I am a product manager with the Hyperforce team, which means my focus is not just building the product, but also talking to the customers, understanding key challenges as it pertains to Hyperforce, and how do we productize them so that we solve them at scale for all our customers. And joining me today is Maxine.
Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you all. My name is Maxine, and I'm a Senior Manager of Product Management for the Availability and Infrastructure Engineering Services team. Pass it back on to you.
Thank you, Maxine. So today's agenda, why are you here? Before we dive in, can I get a quick raise of hands? How many of you are admins? All right, around 50%. And how many of you have received Salesforce notification that your org will be upgraded to Hyperforce in the next few months? Pretty good, about 10, 15, good. So yeah, and if you have not received notification, it's coming soon because we are upgrading everyone to Hyperforce, which also means that if you don't know what Hyperforce is and why we are doing it, we will cover it briefly before we dive into Hyperforce Assistant. So the key takeaway from this session, if I were to meet you after the session, I want to ask you and get an answer of what is Hyperforce Assistant, and what are the key steps which leads to a successful preparation. Forward-looking statement, you might have seen it multiple times. Salesforce is a publicly traded company, which means make your buying decisions based on due diligence and not based on the content in this presentation. And we want to thank you for making Dreamforce a success. It's my 10th Dreamforce, and I have to say every year it keeps getting better, and it's thanks to all of you for making it happen. So before we dive into Hyperforce Assistant, we want to level set and just cover quickly what is Hyperforce and the key benefits. Maxine.
All right, thank you so much, Sam. So let's learn a little bit more about Hyperforce. Hyperforce is our trusted cloud platform that serves as a foundation for all of our clouds, including Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, and will enable you to globally scale and innovate on top of a trusted foundation. So let's dive into some of the key benefits. Data residency. This means enhanced choice and control with greater data residency and compliance options, with availability in 14 regions, coming soon to 17. Greater availability and resiliency through a 3 availability zone design in which all locations are active at a given point in time, minimizing unplanned downtime. Greater enhanced overall security posture through leading industry features such as least privilege controls, zero trust principles, and end-to-end encryption. Hyperforce provides comprehensive privacy standards for you to maintain transparency and control of your data, and agility. Hyperforce enables seamless updates with zero downtime for general maintenance and releases, and faster testing and development environments. So hopefully I've gotten you excited about Hyperforce. What are the next steps that it takes to prepare and ensure a seamless Hyperforce upgrade? Upgrading to Hyperforce is no different than an instance refresh, where you will have to follow key preparation steps to ensure that your org is prepared and ready for that migration. And I'm excited to share that the Hyperforce Assistant is now generally available for all customers for both sandbox and production org environments, and is available in the setup menu for admins. Now available is both the learn and prepare phases for you to learn more about Hyperforce and take those 6 key preparation steps so that you can get your org ready for migration. And coming soon are upgrade and manage phases as well, in which Sam will cover in the roadmap. But before we dive into that, I'm going to turn it back over to Sam, and he's going to walk us through the Hyperforce Assistant.
Thank you, Maxine. I hope you guys are excited about Hyperforce as well as how do we upgrade to Hyperforce using Hyperforce Assistant? So like Maxine said, Hyperforce Assistant is a GA product with a summer 23 release. It's available under the setup menu along with other assistants. And our goal is twofolds. One is the content which Maxine just covered. When you start your journey, the number one question usually comes up, hey, what the heck is Hyperforce? And what are the key benefits? Why am I doing it? We make it easy for you guys by providing the Learn page. So the Learn page has three key components. One is we are describing what is Hyperforce. Second, we just updated the image here, which allows you to see all the regions where Hyperforce is currently live. And that is one of the key drivers why Salesforce is going towards public cloud is it allows us the agility to scale to new regions and countries and scale our business, meeting data residency. So the image over here tells you the countries where it's updated, where it's available, and we will keep it updated so you know what are the options. We also have a link to Hyperforce FAQ here, which we keep it updated. So most of the questions you will find answered here. And Maxine covered earlier the key benefits of Hyperforce. Those are listed here as well. We also leverage this page to provide important notifications and information to you. So right now, for example, as we are upgrading, we are finding that if customers are using Salesforce Express Connect, they need to take action on that. So any important notices you will also find on this page. Now the next one is a very important one. So all the admins, I need your eyes right here. There are 6 steps to prepare, and these are very, very important. I was sharing with one of the customers that I have been in frequent or numerous calls where the org got upgraded and the customer admin did not take care of some of these steps, and it resulted in some issues which we were able to help solve for. But we all want you to have a really good experience upgrading and not any issues. So let's go through them one by one really quick. First is removing hard-coded references. Over here, all you need to do is allow access to Optimizer and run this check. This check will scan your org for all the hard-coded references like NA44, EU24, or any instances which are present in your org, which is not a best practice, but we know it happens, and we want to make sure that you run this check, verify that the org is clean of any hard-coded references. Note that you will have to do it manually. It won't do it for you, but it will tell you if your org has hard-coded references or not. Number 2 is checking connectivity to your org before the migration date. So if I'm an admin, I would be very, very interested in making sure I can check connectivity to the new org so that if there is any network issue or any security issue, I can address that. This check starts working around 2 weeks before the migration date where we have the instance available. And once you run the check, it can verify that you can connect to your new org. Enabling enhanced domain, that's one of the browser security compatibility area where we are recommending customers to do that. 95% of our customers already have done that. If you are in the 5% category, please do so before the upgrade. It will help solve for quite a few issues. And the next one is allow the required domains. With the Winter 24 release, we are actually updating the messaging to be more specific. What this means here is if you are using IP allow lists in your network domain to make sure the traffic coming in from Salesforce is coming from a trusted source, those IP allow lists needs to be replaced or changed or removed. The reason is because once your org moves to public cloud, those IP addresses which you had on first party are no longer valid. So it's very, very important. And this actually, based on the case analysis, this is our number 1 area where customers face issues after the upgrade. I recently did a session with Live Nation at Dreamforce yesterday. There should be a recording available. In case of Live Nation, instead of using domain names, they leverage two-way SSL, which is also called Client Certificate Authority or Mutual TLS. And the purpose is basically you're making sure the traffic coming in from Salesforce is from a trusted source. So if your network policies do not allow you to use domains, leverage Mutual TLS. And the next two ones are important as well. Receiving email from Salesforce, there is a step-by-step instructions here. Referring back to the Live Nation session, they did experience some problems after the upgrade. They had to update some records based on these instructions, but they're very clear here in terms of what you need to do to get emails from Salesforce. And then finally, if there are Marketing Cloud specific tenant endpoints, you need to update those to make sure that the integration between core as well as Marketing Cloud tenant endpoints stay good. So those are the 6 key areas you need to prepare for. And we know that you might need help during the process. So we have a handy support button. If you do need help, you can log a support ticket, and our support teams work with the product team, and we'll be more than happy to help you guys. So having walked through the checklist, I want to make sure that, number one, I emphasize that it's very important that you take care of it before the migration. It's also important to highlight, after the migration, Hyperforce Assistant is still available in your org. And the Prepare tab is still enabled. So in case if you're experiencing integration issues, you might want to check the hardcode references check again to make sure it's clean. So now we are going to go back to our presentation and talk really quick about what shipped. So with Summer 23 release, like Maxine mentioned, we have Learn and Prepare Live. With the Winter 24 release, which is coming up really soon, we are making some adjustments, some upgrades to regional availability map. The SEC notification you already see is there. For FY25 and beyond, and that's forward-looking statement, we are going to enable Upgrade tab to show visibility into what date your org is migrating and what's the target region. And the Manage tab, that's the one where, for example, let's say you are signing up new orgs on Hyperforce. In the Manage tab, we want to take advantage of the Einstein generative AI capabilities to provide org-specific recommendations for optimizations. You might have seen in other Hyperforce sessions that our product team is working on some other enhancements, other offerings. We will also provide some more information in the Manage tab on those offerings as well.
All right, so to quickly summarize and provide a quick recap for you all here, we highly recommend that you start preparing for your upgrade and work through those preparation steps as soon as possible, ideally right even after Dreamforce. But step one, make sure you prepare yourself, review all the knowledge articles, and make sure that you walk through the Hyperforce Assistant yourself so that you can familiarize yourself with the process in advance of receiving the migration email. Number two, make sure that you can receive migration notifications from Salesforce. Sign up for the product, service, and trust notifications. Make sure that you can receive email from Salesforce. And number three, plan accordingly. Your upgrade and migration will happen during a 2 to 3 hour maintenance window in which your org will be in read-only mode. And if you do need to specify the time in which your org does make that upgrade, make sure that you reach out to your account team or to your support team and schedule that during a time where it's least impactful to your day-to-day operations. So that's it. Welcome to Hyperforce. Hyperforce is a feature of Salesforce's infrastructure where you stand to gain all the latest and greatest innovations. So we have for you handy here as well is a recently published Hyperforce Assistant blog for you to walk through all of the preparation steps, a demo video that basically will cover everything that Sam just covered earlier today, and of course, you're welcome to contact us through the Trailblazer and partner community. And that about ends our session for today. We would love to hear your feedback. Please go ahead and take a quick moment to leave some feedback, some comments. We highly welcome and encourage it.
And
we
Maxine
would
and
love
I
to.
are here. We have still 5 minutes left, so if there are any questions, we wanted to end earlier because we want to make it conversational also. So if you have questions, please ask away.
Questions.
All right. Oh, well, yes, one question.
So one of the steps is removing the IP range
Right.
listing. So we no longer allow to remove the IP range by listing now.
So his question is, there's a question on IP allow list, and he's asking if it's the IP whitelist, right? Yeah. So so clarification: IP whitelist, which is now called IP trusted range, you set that on the Salesforce side, and you set that to ensure traffic coming into Salesforce is secure. Here we talk about IP allow list, and IP allow list is the one which is set on your customer network side, and that's the one which needs to be taken care of. All right, well, thank you so much for coming. Maxine and I will be here after the session, so if you guys want to have a one-on-one session or more questions, please feel free to drop by. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for watching. We would love to get your opinion on this content, so please leave us some feedback on the comments section below. If you did like this content, give that like button a tap. And of course, if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the Salesforce Admin's YouTube channel. If you want to learn more about being a Salesforce admin in general, head on over to admin.salesforce.com. Thanks again.